Does anyone or can anyone convince you to slow down?
The problem is, what would I spend the time doing? I try to play video games. Now I just can't. I still keep up with YouTube because I want to understand what's going on. So I'll watch a little bit of YouTube, but what else would I do? I did carve out like 3 or 4 hours one day, and I was just like, sat at a computer. Like I tried playing Fortnite.
I don't know, dude. We played basketball for hours. And
that was fun. Yeah, but that's where in my schedule I do working out. And so I would love to do that. But the problem is I got to get my sleep hours up because just like lifting weights is draining enough. I do basketball and that, like I wouldn't be able to keep my eyes open during the day. So I got to get my sleep back up before I can start doing it. That would be great. What do you guys do in your free time?
Actually, yeah, not that much. I walk around with my wife. Yeah.
And so it's just like, what even is there to do?
Good afternoon, evening, or whatever time you're watching. So I thought we could talk about the mental health of YouTube and the concerns that it puts up. This will be the first time I ever use a script due to the fact that I normally go and just ramble on. Anyways, even if I deviate from it, today we're talking about the fatal flaws of YouTube. Mental health as a YouTuber, no matter how big you are, can be drastic for you. You can get in the motions of, oh, what do I have to do? Or what's going to do good, even though that's not why you started YouTube. At least not for many. YouTube can be a very hard and competitive job. Sometimes, even if it's a hobby, it gets out of hand. And it'll just get to you. And when you're running a channel, it can be very demeaning and demanding. vidIQ states life as a YouTuber can be stressful and extremely demanding, which creates many negative psychological effects, but there are many ways to combat it. In the fast-paced world of YouTube, one thing is always overshadowed: the connections between well-being and making videos that people love. So, completely agree with that. YouTube is very, very tough to be on. You will fight for views, even though that's probably not why you're even on the platform. You probably started because you had a love for video games or vlogging or just having fun, and now you're in the headspace of, oh, I need to do this so I can grow, or I need to do that. No. So there was this post on Reddit that asked the same thing: what is your mental health and how do you reflect on YouTube? And a Reddit user who goes by the handle Sir Kenningston Slop reiterated that they are full-time. However, in quotes, it gives me more freedom that I could have dreamed of having that in a normie job. It's worth the stress. So it's hard to figure out what's worth, in that I understand that having a chance to go and be wherever you want is awesome while making money. But if it's super stressful and it's putting a toll on you, I don't know if the pros and cons are worth it. Why do YouTubers quit? Nearly every goodbye video listed here comes down to one thing: burnout. And that I'm referring to when people started quitting at the beginning of 2024. When like 8 big YouTubers, including Matt, Pat, I believe, decided to retire or pass their channels on to somebody else. Burnout is a significant concern for YouTubers, just as it is for individuals. In any creative or content-driven profession, the nature of YouTube content creation involves not only filming and editing videos, but also managing a channel, engaging with the viewers, and staying up to date with trends, often dealing with the pressure to consistently produce new and engaging content. Here are some factors that contribute to burnout among YouTubers. Like the high expectations, there's often pressure put on the YouTuber, and in the increase in viewership, engagement, and revenue. It'll lead to people getting more pressure because they want to be the best that they can be and to put out the best that they can. Unless you're, a kids channel or a content farm, but they don't matter in this situation. The pressure can lead to creators having overworked themselves to meet that expectation, which is, in my words, burnout. Constant content creation on YouTube's algorithm rewards consistency. So, YouTubers feel compelled to churn out as much content as possible, sacrificing quality for the quantity, which is like content farms, but it's sad, because, you'll see your favorite YouTuber. I'm not going to give out any names, because that's like throwing shade, and I don't do that. But it's like looking at your favorite YouTuber. They used to post every two weeks? No, not every week. when it was like the best thing you've ever watched. You go back to it all the time, and then you come back after like 4 or 5 years of not watching them, and they like upload a video every single day, and it's just kids content. It's like slop, you know? Anyways, sometimes YouTubers, they go through isolation. Most of them who are starting off, including myself, work independently. It can lead to the feeling of being alone, and the isolation can get to you. It's also very, very tough to deal with that when you have the pressure to maintain an online presence, such as YouTube. That's why, personally, I don't do this as a job, or I don't plan on doing this as a job anymore. I never really feel compelled to keep going because like I've gone through burnout a lot. And this isn't really for me. I enjoy doing this as a hobby and spreading my opinion, but if I have to go through the grind set and do a video every single day, every single week, all that, then it's a lot, you know? Personally, if I continue going crazy on YouTube, I would probably just end up exploding in game chat. No, I would, I think that if I were to do YouTube professionally, I would be on a schedule at least once a week. Maybe more time than that. Like, once every week and a half. Now, let's talk about gameplay. You probably see a lot of my videos if you watch me. I have gameplay in a lot of the background. So, like I was saying, the gaming side of YouTube, it can be very, very fun, but demanding. Like, for example, if you're playing for a couple of hours, the recording of your gameplay, it involves how long you're playing, sometimes several hours, you know? This leads to physically feeling destroyed, mentally being exhausted, and you just feel like you have to have high energy levels throughout so it can be as entertaining as possible. However, when I record gaming content, it's with people, so I keep my highs up. Whenever I'm by myself, it's very hard to stay in the swing of having fun, you know? It's like, I'm trying to have fun, but I'm very bored at the same time. So, normally, when I record background gameplay, I listen to, like, music or something, because I just don't see the point of trying to be entertaining when it's not even going to be, like, me talking over it or having fun. It's mainly for the video, so it's not a black screen, you know? And when it comes to recording my gameplays, there are several concerns that contribute to burnout. Like technical difficulties, dealing with glitches such as software crashes, audio, video syncing problems, or other errors. It can be very frustrating, time-consuming, and just other sorts saddening. I tried troubleshooting issues like this, even though they're very rare for me, luckily. But I know other YouTubers go through it. Now, I'll be showing a clip of didnt talking about his mental health on YouTube, like the clip I showed of Mr. Beast at the beginning of the video. And I don't think I could have said it better personally.
I think because you spend a lot of time alone and in that, just that YouTube grind, if YouTube isn't going well, it drastically affects your mental health, because we do something where you could become irrelevant, which isn't as important, but you kind of like lose what you enjoy so much. There's always that fear that it could just tomorrow just disappear. You should just remember that you're playing video games for a living. This is still really cool. You still get to do something really unique, even if it's not going your way at the minute. Eventually, everything will be all right.
Do you still feel that fear that it could all go away, even though you're 26 million subs?
Yeah, I think I took about 2 months off and came back, and my video was a 10 out of 10. And I had to like build up the momentum again, but you have to catch yourself before you get in that, the numbers game with yourself, like comparing yourself to other people, like why are my videos not doing that well? It is a constant mental battle, but you have to just try and catch yourself before it gets that bad.
Like he stated, you have to catch yourself in the numbers game. Why is my video not doing well? It leads to perfectionism. Many content creators strive for perfection in their recordings, wanting to deliver high-quality content to their audience. However, this pursuit of perfection can lead to excessive self-criticism, prolonged editing, and more of the such. And I completely agree with what he said. You have to get out of that headspace. Personally, I'm not a 26 million subbed YouTuber like he is, but I try to have fun when I'm recording, and I try to show who I am in my recordings. Editing is something I don't enjoy, and I mean, I can do it, but if I can be myself without having to edit anything out and just make content for people to enjoy, that's all that matters in my opinion. Anyways, becoming a full-time YouTuber can be very enticing for people. It comes with a lot of pros and cons though. Some of the pros are the flexibility. You have freedom to set your own schedule, work anywhere with an internet connection, and it just gives you like your entire freedom and location and working hours. You also have complete creative control over your own content, unless you're under like some organization like you were back in 2006. You get to choose the topics you want to cover, the style of your videos, and just how to have fun with your audience. There's also a lot of potential to make money. Successful YouTubers earn a ton of income through revenue, sponsorships, and merchandise sales. The potential for high earnings is there, especially for those who can build a large and loyal audience. However, myself, I don't see myself doing that, but it just depends on the people, you know? It also allows you to build an amazing community. It helps you connect with people around the world who share your interests, and it's just really rewarding to feel that, just like how it is for growth. Being a full-time YouTuber provides opportunities for personal and professional growth. You can learn new skills such as video editing, marketing, and audience engagement, which can be valuable in other areas of your life. However, those were the pros. Let's go to the cons. I know that's not somewhere people want to look, but there's such as like uncertain income. You don't know if you're gonna make money. YouTube can be very unpredictable, and they could even just demonetize your videos. It's very, very unpredictable, and for newer channels such as myself, ad revenue is few and far between. I haven't made a single cent due to the restrictions you have to complete, which is 1,000 subs and 60 hours of view time from your viewers, and then like 3 million views on shorts, which is completely outrageous because I don't really see myself being able to do that. But I mean, it's a good way to keep bots from making money. There's also a ton of high competition on YouTube, which leads to me feeling burnt out, as always. There's millions of creators trying for the attention. Standing out from the crowd and gaining visibility can be very challenging, especially in saturated niches such as myself, commentary and gaming. It's not really easy being in those two areas. There's also a ton of pressure to produce content. Maintaining a consistent upload schedule is important for growing your channel, but it's also very demanding. Stressful. The pressure to constantly churn out new content can lead to burnout. For a while, I was uploading daily. I uploaded like 40 videos within the past couple of weeks, and I just felt so bad about YouTube. Didn't feel like I should be uploading, just felt so done. There's also a lot of privacy concerns. Like, if I haven't done a face reveal, but for a good example, Dream, the singer, the huge Minecraft YouTuber, he got so much criticism for revealing his face, the invasion of privacy, he's been doxxed, all of that. It's terrifying to have that happen to a new YouTuber. Or even like a prominent YouTuber. Being doxxed is terrifying. Being sought out just by somebody because they either love or hate you is terrifying. To me, at least. And like I said in the uncertain income, you're depending on the platform. Your success as a YouTuber is dependent on the platform's policies, algorithms, and change. So, like a year ago, you could have said like a swear word. You could have even said some slurs back then. Like, around 2006, you were allowed to say the R slur. I don't know right now because I don't want to test it and be like, "Ooh, your video is blocked in 3 different countries." But any updates to those factors can significantly impact your channel's growth and revenue. It will demonetize your video. It will either, like, here for example, I uploaded a full gameplay of the Chainsaw Dance game, and due to the music that was in it, it was blocked in 3 different countries, and I had 9 different copyrights, so I can't monetize that video. Which is pretty shocking, considering that it's a open game that hasn't had problems, but to be completely fair, that's more dependent on the game and not me. Look, ultimately, becoming a full-time YouTuber requires a ton of dedication, hard work, and willingness. However, adapting to that ever-longing change and landscape on YouTube is tough. It's very tough. And I don't know how else to say it as like a good thing, but if you're on YouTube and you want to succeed, you have to be persistent. Don't push yourself, don't burn yourself out. Just be you. Find your niche and find what makes you you. People will watch you for what you do. I personally still haven't found my niche. I love making content, but I don't see myself doing this as a job. I would do this as a hobby, that's for sure. I mean, I stream as a hobby. Don't do that as often as I used to, but you know, it's just how it works. People will have jobs no matter what, and YouTubers will eventually explode into the algorithm. I mean, Queso went viral on Twitch because of some of his clips on TikTok, from what I remember. And now he's one of the top streamers. I think the same happened with Kaisanat. Anyways, I went off script like I thought I would. That's really all I have to talk about. Just the moral of the story. Burnout can be a killer of YouTube channels and people. However, if you take time and precaution to stop yourself from getting burnt out, then everything will be okay. My name is Eli, or Zuka0. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like or subscribe, that would mean the world to me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!